disability. United Nations statistics estimate that over 600 million people live with disability globally, and over 400 million people live with disability in Africa. 40% of Africa's population are made up of people living with disability. 10 to 15% of school-age children in Africa live with disability. Ghana's population is over 32 million, and 8% are people living with disability. How does this impact on persons with disability in terms of policy formulation, marriage and family life, education, healthcare, employment, and so on? For those of us in the disability community, discrimination and stigmatization is the root cause of almost every challenge we face. However, success only comes to those who know how to overcome their challenges and not those who know how to avoid challenges. So join me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability, as I navigate my way through the riveting stories, the unbelievable experiences, and the life-transforming journeys of persons with disability on the Helping Hand TV show. Hello, welcome to another exciting edition of the Helping Hand TV show, where we seek to throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. And like I say, you're welcome. Welcome to my world where disability is not inability. Special thanks to DV Unlimited Company Limited and C.H.I.L, my proud sponsors. And special thanks to you for tuning in to your favorite show on TV. I'll go for a quick break. When I come back, I'll introduce you to this amazing and exciting edition of the Helping Hand TV show. Stay tuned in. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, you are with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability, and today I want to introduce you to someone with so much ability. Some people call her the greatest friend, others call her the sweet companion, and others still call her the faithful worker. She is dependable, reliable, and adorable, and she's committed to lending you a helping hand anytime, anywhere. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome DV Cleaners.
DV Cleaners Alata Samana Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Aloe Vera Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Body Lotions, DV Cleaners Hair Shampoos, DV Cleaners Hair Conditioners, DV Cleaners Liquid Detergents, DV Cleaners Hand Wash, DV Cleaners Floor Cleaners, DV Cleaners Toilet Cleaners, DV Cleaners Cake Soaps, and now introducing DV Cleaners Hand Sanitizers. For bulk purchase, call us on +233 278 308 246 or +233 244 467 326. DV Cleaners, one of the top most made in Ghana products. DV Cleaners, proudly Ghanaian.
And so remember that anytime you purchase any of the DV Cleaners range of products, you are lending a helping hand to a person with disability, and you are supporting H4P Organization's special advocacy for persons with disability. DV Cleaners,
Nature's finest touch.
Hello and welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show. Today we have the PRs of the H4P organization here with me again, and we are going to discuss the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards. It's the C.H.I.L Awards, and it's been amazing discussing the C.H.I.L Awards. The event itself was extraordinary, and discussing the event has been exciting. I have the PRs here with me. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and then we are going to pick up the discussion from there. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome. Can you introduce yourselves?
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bishop. I'm Philip Tate.
And I'm Marilyn Mattinson.
Thank you so much for making time to be with me. And I'm going to request that you make some time for me, because in the coming weeks, we'll still be talking about the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards. So please have patience with me, because I'll be inviting you to the studio as often as possible.
It will be an honor and pleasure to honor it, sir. Thank you so much.
Great. So let's start with H4P's decision to embark on this prestigious adventure. Persons with disability that are deserving, that are going to be otherwise forgotten. H4P, you are deciding to bring them into the limelight. You are deciding to award them, to empower them for more. Let me start from there. Why this noble initiative?
Thank you so much, Bishop, for this opportunity one more time. The H4P organization, since its inception, has been talking about promoting equality amongst the able and the disabled, equalization of opportunities for both persons with disability and persons without disability. And anytime the H4P organization notices a gap, we make it a duty, we make it our duty to close that gap. And we know that persons with disability, we have said that they can be full contributing members of society, and they are playing their part as contributing members of society. But then we realize that not much spotlight is given to their contributions to national development. And so the H4P organization decided to sit down and identify persons with disability who are making such contributions to national development. Because if the nation does not recognize the contributions of persons with disability, we are not going to get far. But the H4P organization has stood in the gap all these years, and so decided that it is time for us to create a system where persons with disability, deserving persons with disability, are also given the recognition they need and also encouraged to do more for their nation. So that is the reason why the H4P organization decided to set up the C.H.I.L Awards.
And Bishop, to add to that, when you look at the structure and the activities of the H4P organization, they are interconnected. They are not, isolated. So you can see the story the H4P organization is telling. H4P came up to say that, okay, persons with disability are being marginalized, they are being discriminated against, opportunities are not presented to them, they are often treated as afterthoughts. H4P organization says that the disability community of Ghana, they are important, they need to be given attention. Room should be made for them when it comes to decision making, when it comes to national planning. Room should be made for them because they are the largest minority. And the H4P organization also took up the task of making sure that we throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. And the theme has been that when you give persons with disability equal opportunity, they can contribute significantly towards national development. Now, having done that, and through the Helping Hand television show, the H4P organization has been showcasing various abilities, various professions, various achievements of persons with disabilities that otherwise we didn't know. These were people that were hidden, they were doing so much, but because of the mindset, societal wrong perception we've had about persons with disability, thank God the H4P organization came up with an initiative, one of the initiatives, that is the Helping Hand television show, to help change our mindsets when it comes to persons with disability. Then we get to know that people are lawyers, people are accountants, people are achieving so much, and they are here in Ghana, and they are persons with disability. We acknowledge the fact that recognition is a fuel for productivity. So if we would throw the spotlight on those who are achieving so much, those who are contributing so much towards national development and contributing towards the disability community, it will serve as a fuel. It will serve as, something that would refuel them or refire them up to do more. So if persons without disability have something like this for them, and there is nothing like that solely for persons with disability, like Marilyn said, we come to bridge the gap. We create a scheme like this for the disability community so that we would recognize their effort. But Bishop, most especially, this award scheme was birthed out of, an amazing mother we had, Mrs. Christine Ananswa Hackman, our chief patron, or the mother that has been with us right from the inception of the H4P organization. She passed on, and the investment she made in the organization, there was no better way we could honor her memory. And if her focus is to help bring dignity to disability, we are looking at what can we do to honor her and it will still bring dignity to disability. And that was what helped in birthing the prestigious C.H.I.L Awards that has come to stay with us. Thank you so much.
Amazing. I'll go for a quick break. When I come back, I won't let the issue of Mrs. Christina Ananswa Hackman just lie low. Let me go for a break. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to the Helping Hand TV show. We'll go for a break. When we come back, we'll still talk about C.H.I.L Awards, and especially the woman that was the brain behind this thing, the woman that is the inspiration behind the C.H.I.L Awards, Christina Ananswa Hackman. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
Success is a product of hard and wise work. Is 60-second success with the bishop. Stay tuned.
Welcome to 60-second success with the bishop, where I give you success nuggets for a successful life. To be successful, you must keep moving forward, no matter what. Don't let your past dictate your present. Neither allow your past to influence your future. If you would arrive safely on your success journey, you must learn not to live from your past. Your past victories are supposed to remain in your past, just as your past failures are supposed to remain in your past. Remember that it is so difficult moving forward whilst looking backwards. To be successful, you must strive to live from your passion and not from your past. No matter what your past looks like, whether good or bad, your future holds more prospects and greater things. Keep moving forward. And if for any reason you have to pause, be sure your feet is on the right place, and then stand firm, gather the needed momentum, and move on again. It has taken 60 seconds for me to give you this success tip, but it will take more than 60 seconds for you to put it to work in your life. So start your journey to success now. Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show, where we seek to throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability, and we are discussing the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards. One of its kind, really, really prestigious. And I have the PRs of the H4P organization here with me to discuss the issues. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for the time.
You're welcome.
Let me quickly find out from you. This amazing woman, Mrs. Christina Ananswa Hackman, one of the things for me that makes me so proud that the C.H.I.L Awards is named after her is the fact that I'm her son. But you are PRs of the H4P organization. What is your point of pride? For me, my point of pride is the fact that she's my mother, and I love her so much. I love her so much, even though she's no more with us. I love her so much. So that's my pride. But you are the PRs in your organization. What is that point of pride that made you to name this prestigious awards after her?
Thank you very much, Bishop. I think your point of pride is it cuts across for every staff or every staffer in the H4P organization. She is our mother. I mean, no two ways about it. And we are grateful that you were generous enough to share your mom with us. And we say thank you to mommy too, that when we came, she received us all. And she was looking forward for more, to see more of us. I mean, she is an amazing woman. And I mean, time will fail us discussing her. Everything we've learned as an organization. In fact, Bishop, you always would say anytime you get opportunity to be granted an interview to talk about Mrs. Christina Ananswa Hackman, that everything you have learned in life is as a result of the things you got from Mrs. Christina Ananswa Hackman. And as an organization, your leadership has shaped us. Mrs. Christina Ananswa Hackman's counsel and directives and encouragement has equally shaped us. So you can never talk about H4P without talking about the bishop, and you can never talk about the bishop without talking about Mrs. Christina Ananswa Hackman. So every value we have as an organization, we love, and it is because we learned it from Mrs. Christina Ananswa Hackman. We go to special education schools, and children who are visually impaired can tell that H4P is a loving organization. We go to schools of persons that, the school is for children with intellectual disability. We go there once and we go there again, and these children are able to make us out. We are told that these are children that when they are taught, within some hours they forget, so they have to be taken through the process again. H4P goes there to show love and kindness to them, and they see us sometimes even in town, and they will come and tap you. Sometimes they don't even have speech, but you can see that beaming smile. And the person is reminding you that you were in my school. Like, I saw what you came to do for me. Or we saw what you came when your organization came. Because when you came, you fraternized with us, you interacted with us. And though we may not understand the language you spoke, we understood the language of kindness. Because kindness, we learned from Mrs. Christina Hackman, is a language that everybody understands. The visually impaired can see, the hearing impaired can hear, the intellectually, disabled can understand. Kindness, and is a pivotal thing we learned from the H4P organization. H4P is all over Ghana, H4P is all over Africa, H4P is all over the world, and that is because of these amazing traits we learned from Mrs. Christina Hackman. So for me, Bishop, when we look at H4P organization and we look at where we've come from, where we are now, and where we are going, it is spelled Mrs. Christina Hackman. So no wonder, we can without struggle, name a prestigious award after this prestigious woman, this prestigious mother, who is more than deserving of this honor.
Yeah, and Bishop, there are so many things to say. In fact, I'm going through my mind. I'm just trying to remember all the many encounters I had with Mrs. Christina Hackman. I remember some years ago, somebody said that the H4P organization, whenever they come to our school or any organization, they are always smiling. And it is because we learned that from Mrs. Christina Hackman's son, who is always smiling and taught us to always smile, because there are things that you may not have to say for somebody to understand. It is your lifestyle. And Mrs. Christina Hackman had this quality of being. She was a quality person, and so it reflected in her interactions with us. I remember when whenever we have to discuss our H4P fundraising melodrama concerts, she would be so interested in every nitty-gritty, every detail, because she makes you know that everything is important. She will tell you that she took note of every single thing, every single detail. She would be in it. And so we learned that quality of being quality, not just for ourselves, but towards other people, and inspiring quality in other people through Mrs. Christina Hackman. You know, leadership is not in position. She didn't have to be standing in front of us to show us to impart that leadership, impactful leadership to us. But she was always that leader. Anytime we met her, she was always showcasing it. She was always showing it. And the C.H.I.L Awards is all about impactful leadership. So it was just apt. We just had to recognize the reason for why H4P organization is recognized all around the world.
Amazing. The C.H.I.L Awards, definitely by all standards, has come to make a very powerful impression in the disability community. I'm going to go for a clip, and I'll play something for you to hear. Some of the participants that came for the awards, their mindset about the work H4P has done so far, their perception about what H4P has done so far. Let me go for that clip. I'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Hello, sir. Can you please tell us your name and the institution organization that you're coming from?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
My name is Elvis Kosi Alipui. I'm a member of Ghana Society of Physically Disabled.
Okay.
And take a big role in the disability sports in general.
Okay.
Since my life.
Amazing, amazing. Now, the H4P organization is putting together the C.H.I.L Awards to honor, recognize people who have contributed significantly to the disability community. What are your impressions about this award scheme?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Talking about disability system.
Yeah.
Is something very big.
Yeah.
With regard to this award.
Yeah.
You see, bringing people on board to eliminate or erase stigma, push forward disability issue, let people accept the disability people in the system is very hard work.
Yeah.
So you need to systematically bring something on board to bring people on the table.
Yeah.
Bringing people on the table, it can be occasion like this,
yeah.
award,
yeah.
it can be invitation to particular a program, so that we can indicate what person with disability need, what's supposed to be do for person with disability for their life to move like my life.
Yeah, right.
So it need a lot of program to motivate, to make people laugh.
That's amazing.
Once people are laughing, they will be happy to stay with the disability people.
Amazing.
And then it will grow the family and make it big. The more we have a big family, the more we can deliberate on person with disability and preach about disability.
Wow.
And the front of disability will not be the challenge again.
Wow.
That's what
That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, the H4P organization is 13 years old. And if you had the opportunity to say something to the organization, to the bishop, what would that congratulatory message be?
First of all, I'll say congratulations to H4P group.
Yeah.
And Bishop Dr. Charles Kofi Hakman, because disability work is a big task.
Yeah.
People are afraid to be at the front, to be at the back to do it, because they are afraid of somebody say, why are you following these people? Why are you spending money on that? Why are you spending the time on that? They are guest people. But if somebody forget about all these works and focus on this for 13 good years, that person deserves a big salute. And we say God bless the team, the crew, H4P and the bishop. That people will follow him and they will do it more and more and more. Thank you.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for talking to us on the red carpet. Please enjoy a very fantastic
Thank you very much.
Well, that is amazing. One of the things you see H4P do within the disability community, it has really been impactful, is the fact that H4P doesn't seem to discriminate between this particular disability organization or that particular disability organization. H4P seems to fit in everywhere. Most people will choose a particular thing to do. Most people will choose a particular disability to work on. But you guys have decided to be jack of all trades, and yet you are masters of all.
Yes, yes.
I like how you ended it, Bishop, and I mean, you can attribute that to Mrs. Christina Hackman. I mean, it's just incredible. And I mean, we are never tired discussing her. We are never tired appreciating her for her quality leadership. It's incredible. And it makes us stand out. This particular quality you spoke about, we learned it actually from Mrs. Christina Hackman. She was this unifier amongst her siblings. She wasn't the eldest, she wasn't the last born, she was somewhere in between, and she bridged the gap from the youngest to the oldest. She was the one that brought them together. She was the one that came up with things that will connect the family together. She believed in family, she believed in connectivity, and we learned that from her. What would make us different? H4P, we came for the disability community. We are all involved. Every sector is important. So the H4P organization is not bringing dignity to one aspect of disability. H4P is bringing dignity to disability. So we are looking at it broadly. And it's a lot of work, Bishop. It's been tasking, it's been demanding, but it's been fulfilling. So that we are not here to take sides. We are not here to play. These are the people we work with. We seek to achieve something for the disability community in Ghana and beyond. So any group or any form of disability we get to know of, we like to connect with them, we like to associate with them, we like to understand what the whole thing is about.
But Philip, that would mean that it will be a lot of work on you guys, on H4P, a lot of work to have to really study the various disabilities, disability organizations, not just the organization, but the people, also the particular disability type. That would be so much work, right?
We had some guests and they were discussing Bishop and his people. Now, it is even beyond Bishop and the H4P organization, but you're talking about the people around Bishop, at his Bishop's church. the fact that H4P is not only focused as an organization on bringing dignity to disability, but it is a call we stand for. This is something, a charge we are determined to keep. So that even the church is oriented to know how to relate with persons with disability. Then you host persons with disability in your church, and the leader of the group comes to talk about the pastor who invited them, that is Bishop, then saying that even your people, they look well trained. They know how to relate with us. They are smiling with us. They meet us in town. So this is not fake. This is so real. This is so true. And we want to make an impression. And
I was particularly glad when they said that First Chapel is by far the most real church that preaches Christ, because we are not just talking, but we are walking it. I mean, I was very proud.
I must say that you, Bishop, you have done a great job. Right from the beginning, some of us didn't know anything about disability. We didn't know how to relate with persons with disability, but you have been the greatest example of how to relate with persons with disability. You have taught us. I mean, when we started doing H4P, I think that it took a lot for me to understand how to love persons with disability, how not to discriminate, because that was my mindset before.
But prior to that, have you had any engagements with any person with disability before?
I was only seeing them from a distance, and I was only listening to what other people were saying. I mean, I see them on the streets sometimes. I had not even experienced persons with disability who were making impact in their community, because not much was said about them. I mean, at one time somebody said that, let me use this Chi word, them now, like people don't even recognize, those of us who don't have disabilities, how much, in quotes, less persons with disability. So that is a kind of mindset. Nobody necessarily comes to you and tells you, don't talk to persons with disability, don't relate with persons with disability. But it is because of the way we are nurtured, our culture. And so you grow up not relating with persons with disability, looking at them strangely, behaving strangely towards them.
But Marilyn, isn't it strange that let's even talk about sicknesses. You have maybe malaria, you have maybe headache, maybe you have a running tummy, you have whatever. All these basic sicknesses. When you get it, people don't run away from you. People don't and this is not even a sickness. This is a state of being.
That's why I'm so proud of the Helping Hand TV show, because the Helping Hand TV show has been doing a very great job for the past 12 years. Helping Hand is 12 years. It has been a very strong force in dispelling rumors, superstitions about disability in the society, teaching people how to relate with persons with disability. When you relate with a bishop, there's no way you see a person with disability and decide not to relate with them, because he's hugging them, he's shaking them, and you don't want to relate with them. He's teaching us how. He doesn't have to speak it. Bishop, you don't have to speak it. You taught us without many words. You taught us, you brought us into the midst of persons with disability. You took us to special education schools. You organized projects like the H4P National Inter-Schools Disability Fund Games, where you bring students from special education schools together. So we learned to relate with them. We learned to understand disability. We learned to learn about disability, because sometimes you can see it, but you've not learned it.
It's amazing. Philip, did you want to say something?
There's something we call the working visit, where the H4P organization will choose a special education school, and we're going to spend the whole day with them. We would be in their class with them. If they have PE, we would go there. We want to see how they interact, how they relate with each other. And sometimes we engage. There are days, even Bishop yourself, you'll be engaging in some of the activities. And it is not to create a scene. I mean, these are not footages we even pick to even air. We are fraternizing with them. We want to know them. And the more we relate with them, the more we become better at relating with them. So for the H4P organization, these past 13 years, it's been a learning opportunity. And we are still learning. we relate better with persons with disability as if we are professionals, like we went to special education school to be trained, or we took a course in special education. But it's because we spend time with them, get to understand them, ask questions, know how do you help a person with visual impairment to walk, so that you don't just grab the person by the hand and lead him because he can't. But how do you do it so that the person will feel honored? Because there is a way they would want to be led, or there's a way they would want to be guided. And if you get to know it, you be with them and you journey with them. And the disability community we're talking about, there is nothing about us without us. Like, you don't take decisions for them. The fact that I am limping doesn't mean that my mind doesn't work. So in the genuineness of your mind, you want to take an initiative for this, for a person with disability, and you unfortunately insult the person because your action, it didn't bring out the genuine intention you have. So these are some things we learn, and sometimes even if we get it wrong, we come back and we discuss it and realize that, oh, you didn't do well when it came to this, let's look at it, let's correct it, and it's been helpful. Now we don't know the next group of people we'll be meeting with. We are familiar with those in Ghana, we are related with people outside Ghana, and it's a growing opportunity for us as and we are excited at the encounters we have. I mean, Bishop, let me say this before I drop off. Sometimes, even doing a helping hand television show, doing production time, you listen to interviews, and there are days in the studio, either we are laughing or crying or like the various emotions, because we are not just doing something to represent something. We are. It's a part of us. We flow with the people, and people are in the studios, and we are all crying, including the bishop himself. Like, because you listen to what a person has been through, and the things society have thought about the person or has thought about the person, and the challenges, and you see H4P coming through just at the right time to help the situation. So fulfilling, so encouraging, and I would say that when we see the results that all the activities we engage in bring, I mean, we are encouraged to learn more and to commit more to this task.
And Bishop, can I add something? I think one major thing we also consider is the fact that there is strength in unity. The reason why the H4P organization will not concentrate on only one faction or only one disability group is because we believe that when we are able to bring all the disability groups together, their voices are stronger, so that our advocacy will go further. We will reach higher because we are able to let all their voices be heard. I mean, take for instance the Ghana for Peace Summit. We couldn't have brought only one disability organization to the summit to tell us their issues. We had to make sure that every disability group was represented, because in as much as in the event of war everybody is affected, they are all affected differently. But together we are able to say that we don't want this, we want peace. We don't want war. So that is the reason why the H4P does what it does, bringing together the various disability organizations, and not focusing on one, so that we can be more successful and reach the goals that we want to reach.
So one of the exciting parts of the prestigious C.H.I.L Awards has to do with the fashion sense of the participants. So we talk about the chill factor. The last time I was asking how you fared fashion-wise. Now I would not ask how you fared. How was the general fashion sense of the participants?
Bishop, this is a great question, because I've been meaning to talk about this. I think I will start from your fashion sense. I think that you set the standard. I mean, when you entered with your children, we were like, okay, this is what this is all about.
I hope you're not asking whether you should go home and come back again, or...
Oh, no. We couldn't have asked that question, because we knew that once the bishop had gotten the awards was going to start any moment. So we couldn't have gone back, but it made us take a mental note. Next year, I've been talking about next year. I've been talking about next year. I mean, hey, I better not disappoint, so people will be looking out. But I will not disappoint. But I think that it was great. Your fashion sense, I think, it set the standard. It was beautiful. That your African, is it Agbada? Is it called Agbada? Yes. You're up and down with your cap, I mean. And it also happened to be Africa Heritage Month. And so it was not just spelling beauty, it was also representing Africa, it was representing Ghana. I thought that I would start from yours. Yours was the standard for me.
Thank you.
So Bishop, since we have those who set the standard, I think the rest, there's more room for improvement. Definitely, I mean, I'm sure that when people got to the premises, saw the ambience, saw the setup, without anybody saying a word, they realized they could have done better. So I believe that because it was the first time, or it is the first, that is the maiden edition, people weren't sure what to expect. But with the standard that was set, I believe like Marilyn, who is the class captain of the squad, they're going to do better in the coming year. And for me, I like the fact that nobody particularly addressed the costume on the day. But when you look at what happened, you come out of the event and you begin to think that if this is prestigious till I can't just walk in, or I wouldn't dress down, but I'm going to, match up whichever standard there is to be matched up to. So I think there'll be more room for improvement in.
But Philip, you'd agree with me that there were some people who were
definitely.
They were
outstanding,
looking standing.
Yes, so I was saying that we have the class that stood out, the bishop and who has the
bishop
first
is not part of the class. He is the class.
Those who tried, but generally, I think people did well. People did well.
So we are going to let the fashion police do their job.
We have tried.
It is their job to talk to us about the fashion stuff. So let me turn it over to the fashion police. It's the chill factor. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
It's the chill factor.
This is the chill factor with me, Solomon Abaka Kwanzaa, and I still have members of the Fashion Police Task Force, and we are going to be doing some work. So let's go to our next. Okay.
Wow.
Is it chilling?
He's
chilling.
You see, imagine this bow tie.
A very confident posture.
Imagine this bow tie if it were a necktie.
It would have been funny.
It would have been funny.
Oh, how?
You see, the bow tie,
it creates a certain distinction. You can see the upper part, you can see the lower part.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
So
are you saying that if you were to be wearing a flying tie, you
will miss the color of the button? We'll miss the black detail there.
You wouldn't have to put on a white shirt with the black buttons. But he's doing a
white
shirt with black buttons. If he decides to wear a flying tie, I don't think he would have put on a white shirt with black buttons. No, so now we are looking at what he's wearing here.
You know what?
So if you look at the outfit, you can tell that the nature of the shirt requires
a bow tie.
Yes. What is perfect? What is perfect?
It means he understands what he's doing.
Exactly. He wanted to make a statement, and he has made a statement. Very bold, confident. I like his haircut.
I like the pocket square.
It's nice.
I like the lapel pin.
I think
I think the shoes are also working.
Yes. Okay.
He's so accessory, like his accessories.
I think it's simple. And this is what I was trying to say. This is simple.
It's simple.
See a brooch. You see the pocket square there. So it's enough.
I think
it's enough to get him a 10. It's enough.
Wow. Is this a 10?
Oh wow! It's enough to get him a 10.
So you see.
So if you were to guess the kind of profession this participant is in, what would be your guess?
I'm sorry, I wouldn't be able to guess because I can't tell from the way somebody is dressing what type of job the person does.
Okay.
But I was saying that he knows how to be official.
Okay.
He knows that this is an official event. This is a black tie event, so I need to dress as such. He might not even work in an office, but he knows what he's about. He knows where he's going. It's a prestigious
I like the confidence that
he's
standing.
Very confident.
You know,
but I wonder whether this is a 10 for me. I don't know. Francis,
well, I'll do 8. I'll do 8.
Okay.
I'll do 8. I'll do 8. I'll do 8.
You do 8?
Yeah, I'll do
Machiki?
8.
I would do 9.
9.
Yes,
okay.
I would do 9
okay.
because there is a way to wear your suit so that it doesn't look oversized. It fits your body. So, and I think he got that right, because you're not only looking at the accessorizing and the colors and all, but you need to wear your suits.
So he's chilling.
He's
chilling.
I think he has a nice haircut as well. He has trimmed his beard, well trimmed. I think he knew what he was about.
Sure. I like the choice of the pocket square.
Yes.
It looks like it's black and white.
Black and white,
which is complementing the black and white he is wearing.
So a lot of effort and
deliberate
thinking went into
it. It was very intentional in the choice of accessories and the attire that is just put together.
So we are not issuing any arrest.
No, not at all.
I think for me this is a good 8.5.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to do a 10.
I still maintain my 10.
But this is a good 8.5.
Okay.
For me.
It's the chill factor. Chill factor.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show. We just came from the chill factor. The chill police did their thing, but just before we wrap up, gentlemen and lady, the chill awards definitely has set the tone. The chill awards definitely has set the pace, and it's going to go on and on and on. The impact of the chill awards definitely becomes a lot of responsibility on H4P. How is it going to be like?
Bishop, I'm sitting here thinking about the fact that every year the H4P organization sets a standard that's like, this one, we can't break it. I mean, I remember when we did the APC, it was like, what? People were like, what? H4P, another amazing idea. Then now the Chill Awards, I mean, like, what? Chill Awards? Yeah. I mean, H4P, success is not easy. The more you succeed, the more responsibility is placed on you. And the H4P organization is poised to continue. Once we have the bishop still heading the H4P organization, we cannot rest. I mean, that's the trait of the H4P organization. It's going to be better. We are going to look at every aspect of the award ceremony and see how we can better it, see how we can make more impact with the award ceremony. So I think that H4P can handle it. H4P will be able to do better the next time.
And Bishop, I would go on the line of seeking for support. I mean, if H4P is doing this much, we need to be supported. If without support, we've been consistent for the past 13 years, coming up with one project or the other, and now the prestigious C.H.I.L Awards. You look at the excitement on the faces of both, those who won and those who came to support. Everybody was excited. Even persons without disability were excited about what happened. And for this to expand, because we can't only be honoring people in 3 categories, there are other aspects of the economy that people are significantly contributing to. With the support of your cherished viewers, Ghanaians that are watching us today, people that are outside Ghana that are watching us today via the various platforms, we are asking for support, financial support, that donates to the H4P's coffers so that H4P can keep doing these projects and keep, especially the prestigious C.H.I.L Awards going, making it bigger and bigger, because everybody has expectation and we need to be supported so that we meet or match up and even go beyond the expectations of society. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This is all time would allow us. So we'll end it here, but we are going to come again next week with another insightful episode. So special thanks to the PRs of the H4P organization, Philip and Marilyn. Special thanks to FCC, Fire City Chapel, and DVR Limited Company Limited, my proud sponsors. Special thanks also goes to you for tuning in. Very, very, very special thanks goes to all those who contribute to H4P through our mobile money system. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your support. I really appreciate your support. If you are not yet part of those who contribute to H4P through the mobile money system, prayerfully think about it and lend a helping hand to us so that we can also lend a helping hand to the disability community as we have been doing. Well, thank you so much. We'll draw the curtains here. I'll come your way again, same time next week. Until then, remember, disability is not inability. God richly bless you and take good care of yourselves. Bye for now.
I love you, Lord, for your mercy.